Hey everybody, Fred Bernardo, the Smoking Guitar Player from www.fredsmusicandbbq.com. Guess what we're cooking today? We're gonna cook some really freaky, weird little peppers, a weird way that you never saw before. That's right, here they come, the freak out. Hi folks, Fred Bernardo, the Smoking Guitar Player, coming to you from Fred's Music and Barbecue Supply in Shillington, Pennsylvania. Today I'm going to show you something different that you've probably never seen before. Very few people have. This is Italian-style dried peppers, cooked the way my mother always cooked them. She had a very different way of cooking these things, but I think you'll agree, pretty wild. Anyway, so I thought I'd give you a little history. These peppers, when you dry a pepper, you hang them on a string, on a piece of thread, and I have an example here to show you. I did these the other day. These are peppers hanging on a thread, as you can see. And what we're going to do is we're going to hang those up in the store, and they'll dry all winter. Now unfortunately, these are not the proper kind of peppers to do this job with, but they're almost impossible to find. Now the reason they're impossible to find is because I like to do this with sweet peppers. Sweet meaning non-hot, and as you may or may not know, the hot pepper is the default in a chili pepper. So if you try and grow sweet peppers, if there's even one hot pepper plant anywhere in the vicinity, it's going to cross-pollinate all those other non-hot pepper plants, and you're going to have all hot peppers. So when you go to buy these peppers, you can't find them that they're not hot. And this is what it looks like. Basically, they call these Italian long hots, at least over here in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Italian long hots, and it's maybe an inch here at the fat end in diameter, cross section, and that's how you can tell. They're maybe 8-10 inches long if you could stretch it out. And you string these things up, you take a needle and thread and you string it through the stem here, and you string them up as you saw, and then you hang them. Now if you do this with a hot version, I'll tell you that this drying and cooking process intensifies the heat. So you want some really hot peppers, you just do what I'm going to do, but do it with long hots like this one. I'm touching this with my fingers. I'm going to have to be careful all day because heaven forbid I should touch my eyes or maybe even my private parts with these hands, and I will regret it because I can smell the heat coming off of these things. But we have some sweet peppers. I bought them 2 years ago. Believe it or not, driving to Atlantic City, New Jersey, on the Atlantic City Expressway, I stopped at a farmer's market and the guy had a couple baskets that he said were sweet. Now I questioned him, I challenged him, I said, they're not really sweet, are they? He said, they're not hot. I said, I'll bet they're hot. And he took one and he bit into it and ate it right there in front of me. I knew it was not hot, so I bought them all. I took them home and I dried them, and they hung, in fact, over my desk in the store for years. People have been looking at them and didn't realize it. And most people think those kind of peppers, when you see them strung up, are for decoration. But they're not. They're actually, that's a way of preserving them, and you can eat them later. So you pick them at the end of the summer, and then you eat them in the winter and next summer. So we're going to proceed, and we're going to try and fry some here and actually give you a little demonstration of the best way to fry these things, should you ever be so lucky as to make some. Now, these are the red ones. They sometimes turn red when you dry them. And I'm going to show you in a separate video clip where I cleaned these. I actually took them off the string and cleaned them and took the seeds out and things and prepared them for frying. And then another clip I'm going to show you how to fry them. So this video might have a few little clips here and there because I did it at different times over the course of the last few weeks. But you'll be able to see how Italian dried peppers are done the best way you've ever had them, guaranteed for sure. So stand by. Now, we have the dried peppers. We're getting ready to cook them. So I thought I'd show you how we're going to prepare them. Now as you can see, they're dried out. And we showed you these a minute ago on the string. And I'm going to try and zoom this in so you can see it real good. We don't want the seeds. We want to fry them without the seeds because the seeds get in your mouth and between your teeth, and some people have digestive problems with the seeds. So, now this one here, you might want to look at this. This one's got some kind of brown stuff on it. We'll get that other stem out of the way. You see, this one's kind of got funky. That one there is probably moldy on the inside. So let's start with one that we think is good. Every now and then you'll get one like that. This one looks pretty good. It's got a little bit of a spot right here, but we're going to break it off like this. That's pretty crunchy, and we try and catch the seeds if we can. Now, if you look, there's still seeds in here. I'm going to try and keep it in front of the camera as I do it. So I just kind of split it down the middle here, kind of open it up, kind of like that. See? And now I'm going to get in here. I'm sorry, here, let me try and get this so I can see it in the camera. I'm going to get in here and remove the seeds like this. And I'm going to hold it upside down and shake them out. And I want to try and grow these next year. Like I said, I had some customers volunteer to grow peppers for me. So these sweet peppers, by the way, if these were the hot peppers, the long hots, I would be wearing gloves for sure. I would not be doing this barehanded because, oh man, that would be a big mistake. So I'm going to have it like this, and I'm going to take this pepper and I'm just going to fry it. Like folks, we have this oil we've done on here. By the way, this is a gas grill for those of you that haven't seen me around one before, and we're actually using it today a little bit. We have peanut oil in here, which we've gotten very hot. It's starting to smoke. And here's the pepper. Okay? Now you need to watch this very closely because the action happens really quick. Here we go. Boom. Done. Now, you tell me you've ever seen anything as freaky as that before. Now, I'm going to quickly just put this over here on a paper towel. Here goes another one. This oil is almost still smoking, but I'm holding it off the flame. Okay? Here we go. Watch close. The action happens fast. Done. Now, if you let them on there any longer than that, they burn. Okay, so I'm going to heat this up. It's starting to cool a little bit. Going to heat the oil for a couple of seconds. And I got another one ready to go right here. Now you also want to be careful that you don't drip hot oil onto the flames, because then what happens is you start your oil on fire and you have a really big hot grease fire, and that's really not fun. You could hurt yourself, your family, burn down your house, etc., etc. Now I'm going to come off the heat, and bingo, there it goes. Done. Just like that. Cooked. Now these are going to be crispy like potato chips, like the crispiest potato chips you ever ate.
They smell good.
They are good. You can smell the pepper in the air. Here we go. We ready? We see it? Here we go. Bingo. Boom. As soon as it hits the oil, it cooks the moisture out. Make sure you get every last bit. Drain the oil out of the pepper. You can smell that pepper in the air. Put it on your paper towels. Here comes another one. Are we ready? Watch close. It happens fast. Done. That quick. Let that drain. Now, the one thing we're going to do, we're going to take kosher salt at the end, and I'm going to put a lot of kosher salt over those. These are going to be like pepper potato chips. Now, let me tell you what you eat these with. You eat these with fried eggs in the morning, like eggs over or sunny side up, and they are fantastic, and that's what my family always did. There's another one. This is it. These are all I have for the rest of my life unless I find some more sweet peppers. Now, one thing I did do this time, I saved the seeds. I have a buddy who grows a lot of peppers, and him and I are going to try and grow some next year. The only thing is, if there's one hot pepper in this bunch, and I know there was one in a previous batch, that one hot pepper will cross-pollinate all the other pepper plants, and they'll all be hot. Here goes one more. You can hear it frying, hopefully. If you can, it sizzles when it goes in. There's another one. Only have a couple more to go. That is it for the year 2008 and beyond. I don't know if I'll get any more ever. So folks, that's Fred Bernardo, the Smoking Guitar Player, signing off. I hope you enjoyed watching us make these really freaky dried peppers. We're going to put some kosher salt on there, and we're going to enjoy them with our eggs in the morning. And they're just amazing. I wish you could be here to smell them. Hey, we'll see you next time. Don't forget to come to our store and shop and buy something sometime. See you then. Hey, one thing we forgot to do. We forgot the taste test. I want you to listen to this. Fantastic. Could you hear that crunch? Here we go again. That's it, folks. Got to try them sometime. See you later.